Hi everyone, this is John. Now I want to talk about the Battle of Armageddon. Yes, the Battle of Armageddon. So many people have this belief that the Battle of Armageddon is just going to be over in the Middle East. And we're going to get to that. So anyhow, I want to talk about this book, alright? This book right here. This book. A lot of people will say that this is the living word. And then when you say, yes, it is the living word, let me show you where I'm written in the living word, they have a hard time with that. Man, they don't like that shit at all. So anyhow, this is the written living word, right? This is the living word. It's not a dead word, right? It's the living word. The book of life is your name written in the book of life. Well, it is right now if you're here, if you're one of his kind, all right? Because there's 57 varieties and only one good variety. And it's not Heinz. So anyhow, the Battle of Armageddon, if you think the Battle of Armageddon is just going to be over in the Middle East, congratulations, you're an idiot. But there's hope for you. Okay, let's start off with the book of Revelations. We're going to go to Revelation 16:15. Because even though the word Armageddon only appears one time in the New Testament, it comes from Megiddo, which just means the place of the hill, okay? But anyhow, now we're going to go here to Revelation 15:15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame, okay? Now, 16:16, this is the only place that you'll find the word Armageddon in the whole New Testament. It's in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament it only appears one time in the Greek. Armageddon, and it comes from Megiddo. And now 16:16, Revelation, and he gathered them together into a place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon. Armageddon. A-R-M-A. Oh, man, my glasses. My eyes are terrible. G-E-D-D-O-N. I think that's funny. D-O-N. You know, we had a Don in the White House there for a little while. And now we have the babbling idiot controlled by the Joker-faced clown behind the scenes. The one president who is not like the others. One of them is not like the other. Anyhow, people, do you understand this is the living word and it's manifesting right here, right now? Right here, right now. That's a song. So anyhow, people, do you get it? Do you understand? People will say that they believe that this is the living word, but they don't understand that it's manifesting and happening right here, right now, because our Father brought his kingdom here, right? The kingdom of heaven is within. So Father brought his kingdom here to Lucifer's backyard. Why? So Father could bring his children here to Lucifer's backyard so we could kick Lucifer's ass in his own backyard. And he's too stupid to know it. Well, maybe not anymore. I guess it just left the cat out of the bag, right? So anyhow, a lot of people are expecting this to be a battle, you know, this great battle with swords and weapons and all this. But it says right here in Revelations 19:15, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, people, right? Out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, right? So, and his children, right? His children with his son will be speaking the word over the airwaves, right? You know, over Lucifer's airwaves. He is the prince of the power of the air, right? But Father uses what Lucifer uses to mess with him. You know, Father's not about playing games. He's really not. He's not about playing games. He's a pretty kind of one-track kind of guy, you know? But, I mean, Since Lucifer just wants to play games, I mean, Father has to show he's the master of everything, right? So anyhow, do you believe that this is the living word? That it's being manifested right here, right now? Now I gotta go listen to that Van Halen song. Darn it. So anyhow, you either believe this is the living word and it's being manifested right here, right now. So anyhow, I just want to say peace, love, joy, kindness, all right? Everything happens for a reason, right? People say that shit too, and then when you show them the reason, they don't like it. They don't like the reason looking at them. All right, everyone. You either get it or you don't get it. A lot of people think they get it, but they really don't get it, How can you say that you believe that the word, the Holy Bible is the living word, but then you really don't believe it, especially when someone tries to show you that they're in it? I mean, you're all in it if you're of the one kind. I did a video about Heinz 57 varieties. When they never had 57 varieties, when they said, when they came up with their name. Actually, at the time that they actually came up with the name, from what I can remember, I think at the most they had 4 or 5 varieties. Oh man, now I wish I could look that up, because it's been a while since I read that. But I know they didn't have many varieties. I know that the guy, Heinz, met this dude on a train that had a shoe company, and his shoe company was called, was it 21 Varieties? I think it was 21 Varieties, which is funny because 21 means to exalt joy. That's interesting. So Heinz, Heinz 57 Varieties, when he named it Heinz 57 Varieties, I think he only had a handful of varieties at the most, like a few varieties. So... I bet you there's some people right now that are like, what? And then there's some others that are like, oh shit, we better run, we better hide. There ain't nowhere to run, there ain't nowhere to hide. That's another song. I think it's funny how Father takes Lucifer's shit and puts him in it. Father puts himself in everything. Lucifer's too stupid to realize it. But anyhow, the kingdom of heaven is within. Father brought his kingdom here. There's people out there that are kicking Lucifer's ass the right way. There's only one way. I think that's a song too. So anyhow, everybody, the Battle of Armageddon is right here, right now. You're either taking a part of it or you're just... what they call these people now, I've been watching videos, it's freaking me out, of people that are like going along and all of a sudden they just are like doing nothing. One of the weirdest ones was this woman who was in her car and she just jumped out of her car and left her car roll and she was just walking along like, I was like, what the heck? I mean, we are in a game. How do you win the game? You don't play Satan's game. That's how you win the game. You don't play Satan's game. You play Father's game. That's how you win, So anyhow, this is John. My wife's birthday's coming up here in October 25th. October surprise. That just keeps going through my head. All right, everyone. So, just remember, the Battle of Armageddon ain't over in just one place, all right? It's everywhere, all right? The Battle of Armageddon, it's happening right here, right now, all right? So, peace, love, joy, kindness.